With this last one here, we have a quadrilateral ABCD with sides AB and AB being congruent to CD and then BC being congruent to AD. So that appears to be opposite sides because it's AB and then CD. And if I were to just sketch some type of shape, some type of quadrilateral, generic looking one, there's AB and then CD right there. So if those are the same, and then BC being congruent to AD, the only way that could happen, opposite sides being congruent, is this if it's a parallelogram. So that's that one right there. So, and then once again on your test, you're going to have 4 matching questions right there. You'll have 4 questions for matching answers there. So it'll be pretty similar there to that. All right. Moving along here, this kind of gets into our just any type of shape, finding missing angles here. So this uses the idea of n minus 2 times 180 there. That finds you the sum of the interior angles. Okay, now we won't use it on this problem here, but the sum of exterior is always 360 degrees. But with this one, we'll use the sum of interior angles, all the inside angles. So that is a 4-sided figure. So I'm going to go 4 minus 2 times 180. Make sure you put parentheses around that if you're going to type it in your calculator, because your calculator will punch it out wrong if you do that there. So that should come out to 360 total degrees. And then we're just going to go and take up all the sides here and then add them together. Or I'm sorry, not all the sides, all the angles here. I'm going to write it out algebraically like this so you see where everything comes from. X plus 108 plus 72 and plus 87, and those theoretically add to 360. So I'm going to add up the 108, 72, and 87. That comes out to X plus 267 equals 360. And then I'm going to do minus 360, and that's X is 93. Same idea here on number 37. This is a 4-sided figure right here, and then we're going to find this one exterior angle. So first of all, kind of like the last one, we need to go and find this other angle here. I'll call it Y for right now, and it is a quadrilateral again, so it should add up to 360 degrees. This one will look like this: Y plus 101 plus 59 plus 73, and then equals 360. That'll be Y plus, and then let's see what we get here. 101 plus 59 plus 73. And that gets us 233. And then we will subtract 360 and then minus 233. That gets us 127. And that's that angle next to X. And since those form a linear pair, to finish this out, we'll go 180 minus 127, which actually, let's see, gets us 53 degrees. Okay. And that'll be how you do those two there. Okay, moving along here, find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a pentagon. Sorry, I kind of showed the answer there, but this right here, so they say the sum, that's the key word there, interior, so we need to use the n minus 2 times 180 formula. And it's a pentagon, which means n is 5, or 5 sides. So it's just 5 minus 2 times 180, which is 3 times 180. 3 times 180 is 540 degrees, and that would be the sum right there. Now if you wanted to find each angle, if it was a regular pentagon, you could just go and take that and divide by 5, since there's 5 sides. So I'm trying to see, I don't think there's a question that asks that, so since there's not a question here, each, you take 540 divide by 5, and that should get us 108 if it were a regular shape right there. Okay, they didn't really ask for that, but I did just want to make sure to add that into the review there. If each interior angle of a regular polygon is 145 in the number of sides, Alright, now I'm going to actually use the fact that the exterior angles here on this one equals 360. Now some of y'all might be saying, well hang on, they told me interior angles here. What you got to remember about an interior and an exterior angle, regardless of what they are, is an interior angle makes a straight line with an exterior angle. So check this out here. If this is 140 degrees, we can do 180 minus a 140. That gets you 40 degrees. And then since we know all exterior sums add to 360, we can just do 360 divided by 40 degrees right there. And that would get us 9 right there. So in this case, 9 sides. And if it's 9 sides, I think we call it the nonogon. I think they were just asking for the number of sides there. I don't know if we need to classify tomorrow. So that's the way I would approach it. Another way you could approach it is kind of use the idea of n minus 2 times 180 and then divide it by the number of sides. But in my opinion, this is the easiest way to do this here. Find the exterior, take your 360 degrees, divide it by the exterior angle, and that'll find you the number of sides. Okay, this one's actually pretty similar here. If an exterior angle is 45, find the number of sides. So this one's actually a little bit shorter than the last one here. Remember, the sum of exterior angles is 360, so just do 360 divided by the 45 degrees, and just whatever that comes out to, I guess that comes out to 8. There's your work there for it. So 360 divided by 45 really helps you out. Okay, find the measure of an interior and an exterior angle of a regular polygon with 12 sides. We call that a dodecagon. So we're going to use a couple of things here. I would do for an interior angle, I would do the n minus 2 times 180 formula. But that's for the sum. So then take that and divide it by the number of sides there, and that'll help you find each interior angle. So we'll go 12 times 2. 12 minus 2, and then minus 1 or times 180. I can't talk today. And then 10 times 180 right there. That'll be 1800 degrees. And then take that for each. Take that 1800 degrees, and then divide by the number of sides we did. So we had 12 sides there. I'll need a calculator for that. Apparently comes out to 150 degrees, and that's each interior, as long as it is a regular polygon, meaning that all angles and all sides are the same length right there. So there's that part right there. Now, two ways you can go get the exterior angle. You could go and get your exterior angle. Don't forget, an interior angle of 150 degrees needs to be supplementary to that exterior angle. So we could just go do 180 minus 150 and get 30 degrees. So we could say each exterior angle is 30 degrees. Another way you could do it is also just do 360 divided by 12 sides right there. And that would get you 30 degrees as well. Regardless of which way you do it, you should get the same thing. So that's kind of a way you could go and check. Make sure you were doing it properly. Okay, and that should be it here.